Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for our second video on the Spring of Sorrow Big Bad Onslaught boss. The part 2 for Spring of Sorrow, the first ever edition of it. And so we're going to be covering 3 objectives, technically, in this video. Shang-Chi here starting out as a double objective. Unfortunately, the objective that he doubles was the only one that I already had completed via Hercules. But yeah, Shang-Chi is a Karina's Challenger. He is also a 2021 hero, so he will work for both of those tags. And dude, Shang-Chi, he may have, class disadvantage, but that is his one and only downside here. Other than that, man, Shang-Chi is really, really good for this fight. Really, really good for this fight. He absolutely surprised me how good he is, and it's just for the one simple reason that makes him so good for this fight, and it's that he can create his own openings. Now, this was I'd say my third try. Only 3 tries. You saw the first one was pretty good. We took off a nice chunk, nice healthy chunk. After that run, I was feeling pretty confident. But so this is only my first attempt, so I didn't really have, a solid rotation, nailed down yet. I was still kind of just freestyling, doing whatever I was feeling, which, is more my style anyways. But it is good to just have like a rough idea of exactly what to do in most situations. And I started to get that, I would say, on the second half of this fight. So, once we have Onslaught below like 60%, I would say, after like the first big special 2, once I start building up again, I start to really get comfortable. So, Shang-Chi could totally... There's a couple ways you could approach this fight. Like I said, again, this was my third attempt. So I didn't really go into it with a concrete approach. I went into it with, let's hope for the best, But what you can totally do is just build up your charges. Build up your chi charges to an unreal amount, and then go for a special 2. You can just special 3, special 3, special 3, special 3, special 3, build it up, do it like 3 or 4 of them, get to like 80 plus charges, and then drop a colossal special 2 and just end the fight. You can totally go about the fight that way. What I'm going to be going for here was I built up my charges a decent amount, then threw the special 2, and then build the charges up again, and then go for my special 2. So I'm going to end this fight in 2 special 2s. But again, it could be ended in 1. It just depends how much you want to build up. The other cool thing about Shang-Chi, one of my favorite things about him, it's just a total skill reward baked into his kit right there. See, that was a perfectly timed dodge. And I am not doing those on purpose. If there's ever a perfectly timed dodge, I'm not trying to do that on purpose. I'm just dodging. I'm literally just dodging. Sometimes it's perfect. Sometimes it's not. How to get a perfect one? I think it's like just like the last possible, like frame to do the input. If you do that, you get the whole perfect time dodge. But I'm not trying to. So right here we throw this first special 2, 30 charges. It's decent. It's decent. But the next one, we are going to really, really build it up. But yeah, it's just nice, having those perfectly timed dodges whenever they do happen to trigger, because each one of those just gives you an additional chi charge, and your special 2 consumes said chi charges. And the other way to build chi charges is with the special 3 that builds a nice chunk of them. And then, other than the perfectly timed dodges and the special 3s, the way to just be building them is just to do his wushu strike combos, which you're just constantly doing throughout the fight, and that's how we are getting our openings. But I think it was at around this point in the fight that I really start to get a nice flow, a nice rhythm, like I was talking about earlier, more of a concrete plan of really what to do, not so much freestyling anymore. Because before I was doing the 3-hit combos so that I could get the cleanse, but those aren't really needed. So I think at this point I stopped bothering with that. Instead, I just go for the 2-hit combo, which applies a slow, which of course he's immune to, or just doesn't apply because skill versus mutant matchup here, slow's not going to be working. But that's fine because I'm not even entirely sure, but it should because we're performing the strike, we should still be gaining the chi charge for it. which I'm not entirely. I should maybe watch to make sure it does, but it's just a little bit faster, simpler than a 3-hit combo. So just building more of our wushu strikes that way. So here I think I'll go a 5-hit combo, and then 2. Yeah, so we did get a charge from that, even though he's immune to the slow. So it totally works. Right there, slip up a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna heal that back. You know, the big thing about this Onslaught fight is willpower healing. Willpower healing here is massive, but you know, you can't simply just willpower heal if you're daunted. So not being daunted is very important. So you know, that means you cannot parry, and that means you cannot allow Onslaught to parry you, which for me it was most typically the latter. It was most typically Onslaught would catch me with a block, or a quick block, you know, trying to catch him dashing back or something, and it would be a parry technically, and then I'd be daunted. That happened to me multiple times. But with Shang-Chi, that's not really as much of an issue, because look how easy these openings are. You know, we pretty much got it down now at this point. That's what I'm going to be doing. We bait the special 1, which, you know, takes his power down to essentially 0, and then we just hit into his block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Medium, medium, and then we can heavy. Here it looks like I'm going for a little bit more, a little relic, and then do it heavy. But that's pretty much the rotation that I started to really get comfortable with at this point in the fight, and it's wonderful. I highly recommend. Here, just do a couple block hits just to push him to that special 1, and then gonna bait this, and then do the same thing. 5 hit into the block, stun him, 2 hits. Heavy, and that's going to trigger 2 of our wushu strike combos. So it's going to give us 2 chi charges. Then we're going to reset all of our chi charges, so we have full access to all of them again. And then he's basically add another bar of power. Repeat, and that's it. You know, if you can evade the special 1, which is kind of a prerequisite for this fight, and the good news is if you can't, well, this is the best possible time to learn. You're golden. So I genuinely think Shang-Chi is absolutely one of the best options for this fight. You know, and the fact that he's a double objective champ, like, he's double objective, creates his own openings. What else do you want? What else? And he's not metal. What else do you want? You know, he's class disadvantage. It's literally the only downside here. And it's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah, highly recommend Shang-Chi for this dude. He's so good. And yeah, we're just going for these special 3s. I'm slowly healing up. You know, we took some hits. We definitely lost some health. But look at we're up to 69%. We've been healing back. That willpower healing, we've been getting it back. So yeah, just going to keep on baiting these specials 1 at a time. And I think we're going to go for the special 2 now. I think that was the final special 3. We're at 47 charges, which I think I was at like 20 something on the first special 2, and it hit decent. So I think we have like more than double those charges now. Here he had the crush charge, and he was kind of dancing around, being a jerk. But boom, get rid of the crush, fully decks that. There we go. But yeah, I actually end up, spoiler alert, I built too many charges. Our special 2 is just going to absolutely rinse his health pool. You know, he's at 41%. That's not an accurate representation of what his health is actually at in this fight. An accurate representation would be about 5%. You know, at this point in the fight, that would be an accurate representation. And here I could have just totally full sended it. Could have just went for it right here, done special 2, and he'd be dead. But I was playing super extra careful, safe. Gonna bait this out, make sure he has no power. Just be completely safe here, and boom, it's go time. Get the unblockable. Or no, it's not go time. I think I'm going to play it even safer and bait another special here. Yep. Super duper extra safe here. Now I'm going to wait out that as well, because I didn't mean to take that block damage. So boom, we're going to double dash back, get rid of those neuroshocks. We're going to wait out those little magnetism debuffs, which are also healing us. That's about almost 420 health per second. About 418, and then boom, 5 combo into this 124, 93, 93, 95, 222k. Let's watch that back real quick. Oh man, that felt so sweet. Oh, that felt good, man. 9:11 on the clock. 9 minutes, 11 seconds. There's our solo. Finished with 91% health. To Shang-Chi, third attempt. What a beast. What a beast. Highly recommend this dude. All right, we're going to go jump into our next objective now, which is the Size M Avenger. All right, guys, so jumping into the Size M Avenger, we have Photon. Now, Photon was one of the very first champs that I had tried, and just wasn't having great luck with her at first. Right here, I was reading the Special 3, seeing what that's all about. I was like, oh, it gets a regen passive. That's cool. That's nice. So keep that in mind. It's going to come into play later on in this fight. But yeah, when I first started using Photon, I just wasn't having a ton of success, and the fights were just very long and grueling. So after about like 20 minutes trying to get a solo with Photon at the very start of the day, I stopped and I was like, let me try something. Let me switch gears. Let me try something easier. And then I switched over to Hercules, got the solo with him for within like 10 minutes or so. So that felt good. And then I didn't really revisit Photon until later, until after I'd already gotten the Shang-Chi solo. And then at that point, I'm also just a lot more comfortable fighting this Onslaught. So that is definitely something, not that I'm uncomfortable fighting Onslaught, it's more so just specifically comfortable with this Spring of Sorrow Onslaught, because he's a lot different. You can't just punish his heavies normally, and yeah, he's just a much different fight than your average Onslaught that you face in Battlegrounds or something. So yeah, getting fairly used to this fight. And the neat thing with Photon that I kind of forgotten about, but after a lot of the day had gone on, I'd heard people talking about Photon and stuff, and just the fact that she can parry stun here. Doing that, of course, you're still going to be daunted, which is still then going to in turn turn off willpower. But she can parry stun. Photon can parry non-contact attacks safely and stun them, which is a really nice piece of utility, and there's not a whole bunch of champs in the game that can do that. It's pretty kind of forgotten ability, I'd say too. I forget it myself. Speaking for myself here, I forget about that. So yeah, it's cool that Photon has that, but of course I don't want to use that because right there, you see, we just took a nice little combo to the face, but that's fine. That's literally totally fine. We are gonna heal. I'm pretty sure we're gonna heal back every single percentage there. I didn't even do that much damage. We stayed above 80%. I do have some light boosts on, some one orange, one green boost right now. But if I've been parrying throughout this fight, I'd have daunted, and getting hit would be a much bigger deal because I can't just easily heal it back. But right here, I'm totally chilling, not worried even in the slightest, because I know 17% health that I'm missing, I can easily heal that back. That was an unintentional blocked hit there, but that's going to work out actually kind of nicely for me here. You see we're healing for over 500 health now per second. With an additional debuff, it turns into over 1,000 health per second. You see we're already back to 92%. So, that's why we don't want to be pairing. So, my plan, my approach, my strategy here with Photon was just slow and steady and safe. 3 S's. Super duper slow, steady, safe. We're gonna go just nice and slow, turtle speed here, and that's fine because I'm going for the solo. So I don't care. It's gonna take some time because I've gotten this fight down to almost 50% with Photon and with basically full health. So if I can do that, that means I should be able to solo. I just need to keep that same energy in the second half of the fight, which is not so easy, but should be possible. At this point, we've taken off almost 30% of his health, and we're basically at full health. So it stands to reason that I should be able to take off the rest of his health in one go. Then right there, we get daunted. An accidental parry, on his block. Now I'm daunted. Now it's at this point I'm like, well, crap. What do I do here? He still has so much health left. We're only not even a full third of the way done. but I'm at full health. You know, I've ramped a little bit with the special 3. So I have 6 Furies now. I wanted to get the regen, which you need to be above 20 charges when you special 3. So I fell below 20 here, so I'm not going to get that regen. But I was like, alright, I guess I'm just going to play out this attempt, you know. But it was at this point now that I don't mind parrying, because I'm already daunted. You know, I have nothing to lose now that I'm already parried. So now you'll see I start to utilize the parry stun. But you definitely need to be careful, because that's a completely different playstyle now that I'd be invoking. And with the new playstyle, this fight becomes a whole bunch different. You know, mainly the crushed. You know, the crush can just kind of come out of nowhere, and that is absolutely foreshadowing for later in this fight. But the crush can just come out of nowhere and you get screwed. So if you go to parry and he has a crush charge active, you know, he's gonna bust right through your block. You're not gonna parry. So I just needed to keep that in mind with the playstyle shift. I needed to keep that mindset. And just keep that in mind, that I need to be careful, even more extra careful if I'm going to be parrying. And so, losing out on that willpower healing really sucks. Man, it really sucks. But this fight's still going pretty good. You know, we've taken off almost half now, 58%. I'm still looking really good. 88% health. I'm looking healthy. I'm feeling good here. Everything's going great, man. We're building to another special 3. We're above 20 charges. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to be able to get some, you know, regen passive cooking up here. I'm going to get a ton of charges. Going to get some big fat Furies. Everything's going to be great. Here, I thought, what was something glitching? Because I'm at 30 charges, and I'm not in my mode yet. But I didn't realize each special 3 stacks up to another max of 5 charges. So that's interesting. That's interesting with Photon. And I actually like that. I do like that. But yeah, here, if I wasn't daunted, that would be a good thing. You know, I could heal back from that, but I'm daunted here. So I'm just going to dance out those magnetism, because I don't want that to somehow mess with my special 3, you know, somehow not give me my regen, or, you know, just some shenanigans, because those debuffs are lowering ability accuracy. So I just don't want any shenanigans here. So I throw my special 3 here, and then got that nice regen passive. So that's healing us 361 per tick. Not too bad. No, not too shabby there. We'll definitely take some of that healing. It's like 10% or something. And now, dude, we have 8 Furies. 8 Fury effects. 8 Fury passives cooking right now. And Onslaught is being a total jerk and not throwing his special. He just wasted a ton of our time with these Ramp Furies. But there we go. Bait that, and then boom, we can just parry, start getting the next round of combos going, and just going to toss this special 1. Bada bing, bada boom. I really want to keep baiting these specials here, because I want to get the most out of my Fury uptime. So boom. Parry. Alright. Throw a little striker action here. I love to end my striker combos with a heavy, especially against the wall. That is mainly to help bait out special attacks, but it's just really nice for spacing anyways. Plus, Photon's heavy gives us a, what is that thing called? Zemo has it. What is that debuff called? It's not Fierce. Can't think of it. I'm gonna look on it, man. It's gonna bug me. Photon. Heavy attack. Sunder, that's it. The old Sunder. Yeah, that's an interesting name. Sunder, which I think is supposed to allow us to crit more, but with the dulled node here, we're not really critting anyway, so it's not really too big of a deal here. That debuff, fun fact, really came in handy against the 6.4 Captain America, or is it 6.3? Yeah, it's 6.3. The 6.3 Captain America final boss. Photon went huge for that on Leg Spiker with the Sunder allowing us to not glance so much. Shout out to Sunder. But yeah, you know, look at the way this fight's going right now, man. It's going beautifully. We're at the special 3. We got a ton of charges. We're gonna get the regen passive. Like, we are absolutely cooking right now. I should have thrown it here. I should have thrown it there. But I was like, nah. You know, I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna push him to another bar of power, bait that out, and then throw this. That was so blunderous. So, oh, this makes me so mad watching it back now, having full hindsight here, man. So watch my combo. We're at 155. Photon's doing so many hits in this special 3 here. Why can't our special 3 just be a 1 hit? No, it does so many hits. So guess what? Onslaught is going to have his crushed ready here. Me, being in my special 3 animation here, was not thinking that at all. I was thinking here, you know, a nice little breather mid-fight. This is getting intense. This is getting close. All right, what's the game plan? You know, after this, all right, we're just going to turtle up, you know, beta heavy, back up, reconfigure myself, bait the next special, and, you know, get going. But obviously, I can't block here because the crushed. And I was so mad. I was so mad, dude. Oh, I was so pissed off in that moment. I just fully bait that, hit him with a clean intercept, trying to get these combos off. I'm thinking, okay, I am on the clock now. I am about to die. I need to kill this man before he kills me. If only I wasn't daunted right now. If only I could heal. But I can't. So, boom, I go for a parry. He just keeps spamming these specials right now. I'm like, dude, stop it. Here, I'm looking for a parry. I missed the parry. I take a ton of block damage here. Here, I just go in. I'm going crazy. I'm trying to do the damage. I get the intercept. I go to throw my special. And I just... Oh, man. That was the solo, man. That was the solo. I was so mad. I'm like, I'm not doing that BS again. I'm just reviving. You know, so frustrated. Stupid crushed. Post special 3 crush. Just trying to play safe and it backfired so hard. But whatever. Just revive. A couple potions. You know, he's almost down. 11%. This guy has so much health, dude. Like, he's over one. Like, he's 1,345,000 HP on this guy. Why is his health pool so big? I'm pretty sure the last fight was like a million something. Like, I don't think it was over 1.1. It definitely wasn't over 1.2 million. This big galoot's over 1.3 million. Why is he such a beefy boy? I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to secure double solos with Shang-Chi and with Photon. It's gonna have to be good enough though, close enough for me. And yeah, boom, there we go. That is Shang-Chi, Photon, and Hercules for my 3 objectives complete so far, which leaves us with only one and no choice in the matter: Deathless King Groot. So that will be, you know, my final fight on this account. I have no idea. I haven't even started to consider what the plan for Spiker is going to be. I don't even want to think about it right now. Oh, I don't. I'm glad to be done with this Onslaught for today. It's good enough for me for now. And I'll get to the King Groot when I get to it. You know, I'm not in any kind of rush. Maybe I'll rank 2 him before I do the fights. It is possible to solo with the rank 1. It's like a 10-minute fight or something, which is fine. I don't know. Let's see. But that is going to go ahead and do it for this video, guys. I would really, really appreciate you guys dropping a like rating. That really goes a long way. Helps me out. 1 for the solo. 1 for the almost crushed mess up with Photon. And yeah, subscribe if you guys want to see more content, more guides. Going to continue to post full boss coverage on every single one of these types of fights for the rest of the year. For Spring of Sorrow, for Summer of Suffering, and for Autumn of Agony, or whatever it's called. I don't know. But that's going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, peace out. Later.